What's going on YouTube? So this morning we are prepping for AKA release today. Also just going over a couple of coin making methods. My bad, I did not even realize this was not on. Okay, sorry about that. So we are going over some coin making methods and prepping for AKA. So I just want to kind of show y'all what I've been doing. There's a bunch of coin making methods out there. The market's kind of been going up and down the past couple of days. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm dealing with a tooth issue, so talking is a little difficult. But so the market's kind of been going up and down. It's been a little crazy. It is up right now than what it has been the past couple of days. So if we go in here, so just real quick, I'll show you my auctions. I'm down about 400,000 coins from doing some prepping. So, but if I go in here to my bids, you can see all morning I've been grinding this stuff out, and then I can go to my auctions and show that too. But this is type of stuff you have to look for. You get 81 for 9,000. It's under 10,000 coins. The good thing about 81s is that even if you buy 81 and it doesn't sell, if you're one of the people that want to just flip the card, you can. But if it doesn't sell, then it's still cheap training, so it's fine. You can use it for mystery packs or another method that I'm going to talk about in a minute. So 81s at under 10, you're still getting 83s for 26, 26, 21, 20,000 for Jamal Adams 83, 22 for 83. There was an 83 I think I got this morning, right there, 20,000. So the snipes are out there. It's unfortunately just it's hard to get to them, but this is kind of showing you. So I've sold built a couple of the Calvin Johnson sets, ended up pulling a Patrick Mahomes this morning or yesterday. Built a couple of Calvin Johnson sets and sold them off. I've built a couple of the Gronk sets and sold them off. They're still profitable right now if you snipe your cards at the right prices. So that's one thing. Now, granted, once AKA drops today, they're probably not going to be as profitable, just because, of course, when another promo drops, everything kind of changes, the market changes, and everything else. So that's just a look at the auction house. But let me go ahead and dive into this. I don't want to make this a super long video. I've been trying to just go sit on live stream. And just like live stream for an hour, even if it's just me. I actually just did a live stream and it's up, like it's just music playing in the background and just me going through this process. So I'm going to explain it now, but there is a live stream up that I recorded just before this that is it's going to explain, well, not explain, but you'll be able to see me going through the process of what I'm about to show you. And if you get on and you see this and the AKA hasn't dropped yet, then grind out some AKA, because the thing is, so you can either use those cards to build the set, right? But we all know that the price of those cards, or any card for any specific promo, gets jacked way up. So the 81s last Monday, they were selling for 20K a pop, at 81. So right now I'm using the sets. So if you scroll down in here and you go down to AKA, right here, these three sets. So you got your 81s, your 85s, and your 80s. So, and not using the 80s to buy or to make the 84s. You're actually going to use the 80s to put into the 81s. Because right now, if I were to go to the auction house and I were to go to quality, 81, go ahead and set it to newest. Sorry, I had to scan it real quick just to make sure I wasn't going to miss a snipe. Anyway, and go down to AKA, right? Right now, you're already seeing them go up. So you're at between 7 and 10,000, which 7,900. If I see one pop up at 75, I'll go ahead and buy it. Just because you can either save it and end up building you a 80 or a 87, or you can use those in the 81 sets. But right now they're already up. I mean, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000. I mean, you know, they're already up. So what you can do is there's a couple of different ways you can do this method. So the way I've been doing it is you go to your 75, 79. Okay, you can hit all and filter down by team and position if you really want to. What I've been doing is go to program, and you're just going to use the programs. So there's 3 different programs you want to look at. You want to look at core set, you want to look at ultimate kickoff. I'm sorry, 4 different programs: core set, ultimate kickoff, legends, and core rookies. Now the reason I say core rookies is a lot of people don't think about these cards. So, but if you come in here and look, see if I can find one while I'm actually making this video. Probably not. I mean, that's typically how my luck goes. And the thing is, like with the core rookies, there's not really you're not really fighting with a bunch of people. Like you can literally sit here and scroll through. But like I said, you want to look through a couple of them. So you got your core rookies, and you got your core sets. All right, and what you're looking for, which I just passed one right there, what you're looking for is you want to get 78s or 79s for 3,000 or lower. Okay, 3,000 or lower. So like I said, there was one up at the top for 3,000. I could have scooped that one. I was hoping to find one a little bit lower. You know, it is getting to the time of the morning where people start getting on, so prices are going to start to go up a little bit. The market's going to become more active. But again, you're looking for 78s and 79s at 3,000 coins or lower. Okay, and like I said, core set. You can check ultimate kickoff. Typically, they're going to be around the 4,000 to 3,500 mark. I think I may have found a 79 in here around 2,800, but I mean it's rare. And when you see it, you got to scoop it pretty quick. So, and then legends too. You can check your legends because right now you have 78s selling for 3,000 all day long because nobody's really building the 87s anymore. So these 3,000s, you can pick those up, okay? And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to go over to your sets. And if you're picking up 78 cannot go in this set. It has to be 79s or 80s to go in your 81 set for your AKA. But 78s will go in your 80. Like right there, I have a Franco Harris already sitting in there from when I was doing this method already. So you can take your 78s. If you get them at 3,000 coins a pop, you take your 78s, you put 3 of them in here. At that point, you're making an 80 for 9,000 coins. You take that 9,000 coins, and you can either sell that because people will still buy the 80s at 10. I've sold a couple of them at 12. But you can use that if you want to do that route. Like if you can't find, what I would recommend you do is you find 79s first. So if you can get the 79s, you're going to be better off. The 78 method is kind of like a backup method, because if you can get enough 80s to where you can make a 87 on the side while you're in this process, you're still looking at 300,000 coin profit. Okay, but your 81s, look in the gold sets and everything else, because if you can pay, so let's go over that method real quick. All right, so let's go to quality, let's go to 79s. We're already on newest program, core set. See if we can pick up. So your 79s, you want to get them as cheap as possible. Typically, I try not to pay over $4,000 for my 79s. Sorry. Anyway, so you don't want to pay over $4,000 for your 79s. And a good place to look for your 79s are going to be the Ultimate Kickoff. Ultimate Kickoff, you can typically find them for right at 4K. So at that point, you're still getting off cheaper building your 81s than you're still getting off cheaper building your 81s than buying them, because right now buying them, you're going to pay 14 to 15K. Doing it this way, if you don't pay more than 4, you're looking at 12K for 81. If they go up to 20 when AKA drops, you sell them, make you a couple thousand coins profit per one. So that's, kind of just a brief rundown without me actually going through it all. And also, like, I'll still like while I'm in here, I'll still go to the filter, because one thing that I've been doing is sniping 82 to 83s for under 30K. You can snipe them for right at 30. People still buy them for 35. You may have to list them 2 or 3 times, but they will still sell for 35. So you can buy your 82s and 83s at 30K or below. Preferably below, like right there, Dak Prescott 25. I'll go ahead and buy that. I'm not going to list it right now because I've got some other cards that I need to list, but again, even if I can't sell that card at 35, I can drop him down to 32. As long as you've got that 5,000 coin buffer, you're still going to make coins. So if you buy it at, you want your 5,000 coin to be your bare minimum. And the only reason I say you want your 5,000 coin to be your bare minimum is because at 5,000 coins with these lower tier cards, you're at least guaranteed to make a couple thousand coin profit. It's not a lot. I know a lot of YouTube streamers will tell you, oh, we'll go snipe your 87s and try to flip those because it's more coin at one time. But I mean, just a couple of days ago, I think a video that I made a couple of days ago put on YouTube, I was at like 2.8 million coins. So it is a slower process, but it is an effective process. So as long as you have that 5,000 coin buffer, if you're sniping these lower tier cards, you'll be okay. So if you buy one at 25, like I just did, I'll list it for 35. Try to get it to sell. If I don't, I can knock it down to 32, and if it sells at 32, that's still profit. Okay? So again, your 82s and 83s, you want those to be at not at 30K. If you can get them below 30K, that's where you want to be. So, and a little secret, my favorite places to go is if you go to team, there's 5 teams that I constantly have good luck with as far as getting snipes under the 82, 83 filter if you're on Xbox. Okay? And that's the Saints. And you can see all these cards, even now, with the market up a little bit, they're still hanging right around 30K. Okay? So you got your Saints, you got your Commanders, you got 29 there, your Patriots. Patriots have actually gone up a little bit. Falcons. So there you got 129. And Bills. Okay. 29. Typically, if you see one at 29, it won't be too long after that. You'll start to see 1 or 2 at 25 or 27. So if you're working on a snipe and you're working on trying to snipe and flip cards, or if you're sniping to hold on to them, to see what happens today with the market or what have you, typically this is an indicator that if you see this and you see that some time has gone down and nobody's bought it, then you want to keep an eye on that filter, because you're going to start seeing those 27s or the 26s or what have you, like I just saw. So that's always that's like a go-to for me. I mean, like right there, you've got a 83 at 28. So I mean, Eagles is another one. I don't really check them that much, but in the ultimate kickoff filter, the ultimate kickoff program, I mean, you will find snipes in there all day. You can sit in there for 10 minutes and probably find 5 snipes. So the next one's going to be 81 to 80, or 80 to 81, excuse me. So your 80 to 81s, when you go in here, you're going to see them all hovering around 12 to 13K, 14K. You will find some snipes at 9 to 10,000 coins. 9 to 10,000 coins is where you want to live at on these 81s. Again, I am on Xbox. So if you're on Xbox, this would pertain to you. If you're watching this and you're on PC, it's different. PlayStation, it's different. So, I mean, like right there, if it wasn't a bid, I would go ahead and pick that up because that's a 81. That's 81 at 10,000 coins. Like I said, that's a safe spot that you can live at because those 81s. What I do with my 81s is if I go to my items and I go to newest, like I've got these 81s I've got to post up for sale, maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But my 81s, I actually sold off a lot of them for training. I've sold a lot of my cards in the past 3 days or so. I was stacked on 82s, 83s, a couple 84s, and they've been just selling. I mean, it might take them about 8 hours or a couple of times listing, but I've been posting them at 35 or 33 depending on how many coins I paid for them, and they're selling. So but my 81s, once I get about 10 of them in my binder, then not counting the AKAs now, which, where are all my AKAs? Oh wait, that's right, I've been making the 85s with them. Where are my 85s? There's one there, one there. I don't know, I gotta figure out. That's weird. I don't know if my game's messing up. Sorry, I know this is kind of like I was in the middle of talking and just kind of... Okay, there's one, there's two, there's three. Okay, now I've got the Adore Jack. Okay, there's the three there. All right. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, my 81s I'll keep, and I will either sell those off at 15K because they will sell at 15K, or I will just go ahead and let me see what this card's selling at. Or I will just go ahead, like, see right there, 1 hour ago it sold at 36, but I just bought them at 25. So honestly, I could probably list this card right now for 35, set it for 8 hours, and it'll sell by the time I get back on after, I do the stuff I have to do today. So, it's unfortunately, like, to make coins, you have to be patient. Or, if you're one of the people that have really good luck in pulling packs, if you can get 83s for under 30K, that's still really good training. So that's another option too. So, and then the last thing, so I don't pull, like I've tried to pull mystery packs and stuff like that. But mystery packs don't really work for me all that well. I don't have great luck. But I mean, just so you guys can see, so like the ones that I pay like 25 for, if they don't sell at 35, I'll sell them at 32. So 32, 32, 35, 33, 32, 33, 33. I mean, they will sell. You just got to give it a little bit of time, but they will sell. And then the last thing, so I don't really do mystery packs and all like other people do because my luck isn't that great. But the one pack I do mess around with when you go to training is this pack right here, especially if you are trying to get 81s built, 81 AKAs built, because you were guaranteed at least a 79. I've been pulling 81s and 85s out of this more than I have 79s. But the 79s can go into the AKA 81 packs. Your 81s you can either use for training or sell them for 15K, or you can see about putting them in other packs. And your 85s, those can be used in your 88 packs, or just sell those straight out for 80, 90K. So with this, if you get the cheap training, this pack right here is still a coin maker. And it helps you prep for the promo. So now granted, that'll change once we get the overall increase, but as of right now, that pack has really been helping me. I mean, I've made my 85s and the 81 AKAs that I actually sold off earlier this morning, just because they were going for 15 and I was making them for 9. I did all that just by using the 79, just by using this pack or sniping. So, but that's what I'm doing this morning until the promo drops. Once the promo drops, then all the money that I've invested in the AKA, I'm gonna go ahead and build the players, sell those straight out, and then in the process end up building one for myself. So that's where I'm sitting at. If you tuned in, watch this video, drop a like, hit a subscribe. I'm a new streamer. It helps out a lot. I'm trying to get more and more content out to you guys. So I'm trying to start, I'll have a Madden series on the YouTube, and then I'm going to try to start up a DayZ series on the YouTube, and then I'm probably still going to fit in some Rocket League games. Just chilling, hanging out, playing Rocket League. If you jump in, want to run some matches, we can do that. But that's where I'm at. So again, if you tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hopefully I will have another video out to you guys tomorrow as far as after AKA drops and what to be looking at going into the rest of the week. And if you've got any questions, comments, concerns, just leave a comment under the video. Yeah, and again, thank you for stopping by. So this is JB. I'll see you next time.